What is up, my TickleMe crew? This is Chad here, and welcome guys to another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. So today's battle's against Chadley, and we battled this guy quite a few times on the channel, and for some reason Chadley never wants to bring any other new Pokemon. He has literally used this same team like the last 5 to 10 times I battled this guy. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the team is excellent. It was a very well-made team. And I just kind of want to see something new, man. But anyway, you know, nothing against the guy. His team is incredible. Like, this team has beaten me so many times, it's ridiculous. But his team's mixed OU. It's a very bulky team, as you guys will see. Porygon 2, Florges, and the Skarmory are his core. And those Pokemon mean business. Those things are super threats, and they're so hard to take down. But anyway, looking at Chadley's team, he's bringing the Porygon 2 Mega Charizard X. And again, I only know that this is a Mega Charizard X because I've battled this guy like 15 times now. But Jolteon, Florges, Chandelure, and the Skarmory. And my team is Rotom Heat, Spiritomb, Feraligatr, Lopunny, Serperior, and Heliolisk. So my team's more of kind of like a mixed UU team, so this was an amazing battle. Honestly, he had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this video. Enjoy the show, guys. So the battle begins, and Chadley decides to lead off with his Skarmory, which is exactly what I predicted, so I actually led off with my Rotom Heat form. So obviously that's going to scare him out. He doesn't want to take an overheat with that Skarmory. He's actually going to go out into Jolteon here, which is actually a great prediction because I went straight for the Volt Switch. So his Jolteon's going to be able to absorb that, and I'm just going to have to hard switch out because obviously I can't use Volt Switch to switch out. So I'm going to bring out my Serperior here, and I'm just going to go straight for the Leaf Storm, as Jolteon is going to go for the Thunderbolt. But this is actually a especially bulky Serperior, so I'm not going to take much damage from that Thunderbolt. And I'm going to get some nice recovery from my leftovers. Chadley's actually going to switch out here, and I believe he goes... Oh, I was going to say Chandelure, but he actually brings in his Skarmory here on the Leaf Storm, which I kind of thought was an interesting play, because I do also carry, as well as most Serperior, carry Hidden Power Fire. So I thought that was a little interesting, little risky play by my opponent. But I'm going to get that stat boost from the Leaf Storm, as he's actually going to switch out, predicting the Hidden Power Fire. So that was a really good prediction, as I do go for the Hidden Power Fire. That is going to give him the Flash Fire boost. So now his Chandelure's Fire-type moves are boosted, and that's really scary, because I'm pretty sure this Chandelure is actually Choice Scarfed, and Chandelure is definitely no joke, especially with a boost. So right here, I mistakenly go into my Meat Spin, the Spiritomb, because it is one of my more especially bulky Pokemon. But look at that damage, oh my god. That Flash Fire boosted Flamethrower does so much damage to me. And unfortunately this is a special attacking Spiritomb, so I don't have Sucker Punch. But Sucker Punch wouldn't have killed anyway. So he's just going to take out my Spiritomb. So that really sucks. Spiritomb could have been useful later. But I'm just going to go back out, or not back out, I'm going to go out into my Feraligatr, Mr. Nibbles. And that's going to scare him out. He doesn't want to take an Aqua Jet or Waterfall or whatever. He's going to bring out his Sneaky Pebble, the Skarmory again. And this Skarmory causes me so much trouble every time I battle this guy. It's such a pain in the ass. But I'm actually going to set up 2 Dragon Dances here. And that's going to give me a +2 attack and +2 speed boost. But my opponent actually predicts that and goes straight for the Whirlwind. So my opponent's making all the plays in this game so far. He's actually going to whirlwind me out into my Lopunny, which is actually not god-awful for me, as I do carry the Thunder Punch on this Lopunny. So I'm going to Mega Evolve, go straight for the Thunder Punch, but look at this damage. Skarmory is so bulky. That was a super effective Thunder Punch from a Mega Lopunny at that, and it just doesn't do much damage, as my opponent's going to set up these Stealth Rocks now. So right here, I'm going to switch out because I'm not sure what he's going to go for, if he even has like any flying type moves or whatever. So I'm just going to go out into Hot Pocket, and my opponent's going to set up the Roost, which really sucks because now he's going to be back at full health. and I need as much damage on this Skarmory as possible. So I'm going to get a little leftovers recovery here, and I'm just kind of waiting to see what my opponent does. He's going to switch out, and I believe he goes out in, yeah, Chandelure. So right here, I went for the overheat, as my opponent predicts that, once again, very well, and I give him another Flash Fire boost. So this Chandelure is insane. This thing is a big threat, especially to my team in this match. But I'm just going to go for the Thunder Wave here. That is going to cripple the Chandelure, basically getting rid of his Choice Scarf, which is really nice. That is basically the only good play I've made so far in this game. So definitely Chadley is a great battler. He reads me like a book. And right here I just go for the Volt Switch, as he does not actually switch out into his Jolteon, which is nice. But that actually did a decent chunk of damage to a Chandelure. I'm surprised. But I'm just going to go out into my Feraligatr here, as he actually gets fully paralyzed, which is really nice. And I figured he was going to switch, so I just go straight for the Dragon Dance to get a nice little boost. My opponent's going to go out into his Jolteon, and honestly, even after a Dragon Dance, since this is a bulky Feraligatr set, I'm not max speed, so I wasn't sure if I would actually outspeed. And I actually brought the wrong Feraligatr anyway. This one does not have Earthquake on it, which really sucks, so I obviously have to switch out. I wasn't sure if I would outspeed with the speed boost, is what I was saying. But anyway, I switch out into Rotom, who is just going to die to a Thunderbolt from this Jolteon, which really sucks. Rotom would have been nice to have for that Skarmory, but what can you do? So I'm just going to bring out my Serperior here, and he's going to switch out. And I think he goes out into Chandelure. Yeah, he goes out into Chandelure, as I do go for the Leaf Storm here, which is going to do a not very much to the Chandelure. Actually, it does a little bit more than I thought. But I am going to get the special attack boost. And right here, I was pretty confident that I would outspeed since he was paralyzed. And so I just stayed in, and I went for the Dragon Pulse, I believe, as he brings in his Skarmory again. Yeah, I went for Dragon Pulse, and obviously that's not going to do too much to Skarmory, I think. Yeah, because it's resisted. Steel types resist Dragon type attacks. But I do carry the Hidden Power Fire, which I'm surprised my opponent stayed in. But even the Hidden Power Fire at +2 doesn't kill, but that's just because I don't have investment in special attack. Had I been a fully offensive Serperior, that definitely would have killed. But he's going to whirl me out. I keep saying whirl. Whirlwind me out into my Feraligatr here, which actually isn't bad for us. I figured he would switch out again, so I just go straight for another Dragon Dance, as he does decide to bring out his Porygon 2 now. He's going to trace my Sheer Force, which is actually really bad for me, because Sheer Force powers up moves that have secondary effects, and Porygon 2 loves to carry like Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, and those moves have secondary effects. So basically, I gave him a damage boost yet again. So I just love to give people damage boosts, apparently. That's kind of my thing, I guess. But I'm going to switch out into Heliolisk here to take the Thunderbolt, but he actually goes for Charge Beam. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Charge Beam on a Porygon 2, but that is a good move. It does have a chance to raise your special attack stat, so I guess that's why he has it. Now, right here, my opponent makes a really questionable play. I guess he was just sacking off his Skarmory, but he switches out, goes into Skarmory, and he's going to die to a Focus Blast. Thank God I didn't miss that Focus Blast. So right here, he's going to bring out his Florges, and I'm just going to U-turn out. I expected the U-turn to do maybe a little bit more, because Florges really isn't, like, physically defensive at all. But he actually takes, like, no damage from that U-turn, so that really sucks. This thing must be, like, max HP, max defense or something. I don't know. But I'm actually going to go out into my Feraligatr here, because I felt like I could get a Dragon Dance off. And I knew I could take at least one hit, because, again, this is a bulky Feraligatr set. But he actually goes for the Aromatherapy. And that's going to get rid of the Paralyze on that Chandelure, which really sucks. So now, basically, his Chandelure has its Scarf back. Which, as if he needs that. So right here, he's actually going to switch out into the Chandelure. That was a really, really ballsy play, because had I gone for any attack, really, that Chandelure definitely would have died. But I actually thought I would outspeed with a Dragon Dance, but unfortunately I don't, and he's going to kill me with an Energy Ball. So down goes my Feraligatr. I'm really upset for Alligator, didn't really get to do much of anything this match. But I'm just going to go into my Lopunny here, and I do have Scrappy, which lets me hit Ghost types with Fighting and Normal type attacks. So I just go for the return there to kill off the Chandelure. The crit I don't think mattered, because Chandelure is not really that frail. I'm actually surprised, or Chandelure is frail rather. I'm actually really surprised that Lopunny outsped a Choice Scarfed Chandelure. I'm guessing he's modest, because I don't think he would have... Or I think he would have outsped if he was timid or something. But right here, my opponent makes a really questionable play. He brings in Jolteon. I go for the Drain Punch, as he goes for the Signal Beam of all things. I don't know why he went for that. He would have been much better off just going for the Thunderbolt. I'm not sure what he was predicting there, but I'm going to go for a second Drain Punch, and that is going to kill off the Jolteon. So another big threat out of the way. Right here, my opponent is going to go out into his Florges, as I go for the return here, as it does a ton of damage. But my opponent's just going to go for the Moonblast here, and that's going to kill off my Lopunny, which really sucks. Lopunny was definitely the best Pokemon on my team for dealing with his team, so that really sucks to lose Lopunny. But right here, I'm just going to go back out into Heliolisk. I was hoping to God that I could kill this Florges with a Thunderbolt. But he's going to go for a Protect just to scout out what I'm going for, as well as to get some Leftovers recovery. As I do go for the Thunderbolt, but he protected. This next turn, I just keep going for Thunderbolt, as he no longer has that Jolteon, so I don't have to worry about him Volt absorbing me. But that Thunderbolt, unfortunately, is not going to kill, as my opponent sets up the Wish, so obviously on the following turn, my opponent's just going to go for another Protect to get his Wish back and restore like a huge chunk of his health. So I'm just going to switch out here, already predicting the Protect, and I go out into Smugleaf, my Superior again. I figured that Florges is kind of like setup bait for me, as he does go for the Protect. I do believe that I just go straight for the Leaf Storm here. I'm going to get a little Leftovers recovery, and I'm almost at full health, as he is also going to get some Leftovers recovery. A lot of Leftovers in this game. Ton of Leftovers. But yeah, I am going to go for the Leaf Storm, and that's going to put me at +2 special attack. Thank God I didn't miss my Leaf Storm. That would have been really shitty. But he's going to go for the Moonblast, and I didn't expect his Moonblast to do so much damage, because I am fully specially defensive, max HP, max special defense. But it did a ton of damage, and luckily for me, he did not get the stat drop. I think Moonblast has like a 50% chance to lower special attack, and that would definitely really hinder my ability to beat this Florges. So right here, he's going to go for a Protect, as I believe I just keep going for the Leaf Storm. And basically, I'm just trying to set up all over this guy. Florges is setup bait, basically, for my Superior here. And to be honest, I need to get to +6 to even have a chance to kill that Florges. Now right here, my opponent makes another really questionable play. I go for the Leaf Storm as he switches out into his Charizard. And so that Leaf Storm actually does surprisingly good damage to a 4x resisted Charizard. But I am at +4 now, I think. So that did really good damage. As he is going to Mega Evolve, as I said earlier, this is a Charizard X. And I actually predicted that, and I went for the Dragon Pulse. And I actually outspeed him, which is crazy. I guess this is like a bulky Charizard. And the Dragon Pulse is going to kill him, so I don't think he expected me to outspeed him. But Superior is actually fast, and I don't even have speed investment at all. So that's why I'm thinking that his Charizard was a bulky set. So right here, he's going to bring out his Porygon 2 again, and he's going to trace my Contrary. That's not really that big of a deal. If anything, that actually helps me, because if he gets the special attack boost from the Charge Beam or whatever, that would actually lower his special attack. So he's going to go for the Toxic here, which actually really sucks. Actually, that is terrible for me, to be honest, because his Florges could Wish stall me to death and Toxic stall. But I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain here. I knew it was going to kill the Porygon 2. I'm surprised he didn't go for like Protect or Recover or whatever. Maybe he doesn't carry it. I think actually I take that back. He doesn't have Protect. He does have Recover, but actually never mind. I outspeed anyway, so it doesn't matter what he has. So yeah, that's a dead Porygon 2, and I'm pretty sure his last Pokemon is this Florges right here. So I basically have to get to +6 to kill this Florges, or have any chance. My opponent makes a great play by going for the Protect there. I actually should have just gone for the Giga Drain and not waste the PP, because Leaf Storm does have a very limited PP, and so that was actually the next to last PP for Leaf Storm. And so basically what I'm saying is I only have 1 PP for Leaf Storm left, so I definitely should have gone for the Giga Drain that other turn. But I am going to go for the Leaf Storm here, as it is going to take out the Florges. And that is game. So thank you so much for this amazing game, Chadley. You are an incredible battler. I look forward to our battles all the time. You keep me on the edge of my seat every time. And you make one hell of a video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, favorite, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, even Twitch. Links is always in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodles.